everyone, George Rambling Man here. Hope everybody's doing well. On this last day of winter, first day of spring is tomorrow, and it is a beautiful day here in North Georgia. You know, clear skies, mid-60s, could not be better. Those of you that kind of follow along where I'm at, I'm on Georgia Highway 53. Headed east, kind of between Jasper and Dawsonville, Georgia. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you out there on the internet and on YouTube that tune into my videos and watch my vlogs. I really appreciate it. And if you leave comments, I always try to answer your comments and acknowledge that. I appreciate it. You know, I just started this as a hobby a few years ago, and that's all it is for me, but something I enjoy doing. I have connected with so many nice people through this hobby and made some wonderful friends, and you know, even some great riding buddies, and it's just something I enjoy doing, and I really appreciate you guys watching and listening to my ramblings. And that's what today's going to be, is just some miscellaneous ramblings. Got some new gear. I finally had to use my last few gift cards I got for Christmas, and my gear needed some upgrades. I'm talking about my riding gear. I needed some new boots because the last set of Harley Davidson riding boots that I had zipped up on the sides, and the zipper broke on my trip last October in North Carolina, and I thought I was going to lose my boot halfway through that ride. But those boots were very good. They're very sturdy riding boots, but they're very uncomfortable to wear when you're not riding. So I wanted something a little more comfortable while I was not riding, because when I go on trips, I mean, I'm trying to be very efficient with my packing, and you know, extra pair of shoes is not something I really want to carry. So on the Harley Davidson website, they've got a lot of boots on there. They say riding improved, and they're kind of a cross between a sneaker and a boot. And I chose this one right here. Let me throw a picture of it up here, and I'll put a link to the website down in the description below for the video. I'm not sure the name of this boot, but it's a very soft leather. It, you know, it covers the ankle. It's got some padding around the ankle, so that's good. Laces up, and just very comfortable. I don't remember exactly how much I spent for it. You can look it up on the Harley website and see. It's moderately priced, but just very, very comfortable. You know, I highly recommend it. So I got the new boots, and I've got them on now, and I love them. I've also got this new jacket on that you see here. And with my blacked out look today, with my bike and my black jacket and black pants, I was leaving the house. My wife said I reminded her of Johnny Cash. And I said, well, if I could sing like Johnny Cash, I'd have myself another couple of bikes. But anyway, I was looking for a jacket that was kind of a cross between the, you know, kind of a transition from winter to summer. Lighter than the heavy winter leather jacket that I've got, and a little heavier than the mesh jacket that I've got for summer riding. So I settled on this one from First Manufacturing Company. I'll throw a picture of it up here. You can see me riding on it too, and a link to their website. But it was on sale. I got it for like $120, so it was a great sale. And it's a heavy denim. It's got a zipper and then some snaps. It's got leather sleeves. Very, very comfortable, and it's just you know, it's great for weather like this, 50s, 60s. Not as heavy as a big heavy leather jacket, but it really cuts the you know, cuts the wind you know, from getting right through to your body. So I like it a lot. First Manufacturing Company. I think it's called their Cutlass jacket. And I don't know if it's still on sale or not, but if you're looking for a jacket of this type, it's great. So that was my gear upgrades that I got. Yesterday I took a ride to Freedom Power Sports in Canton, Georgia, where I used to get my Suzuki Boulevard serviced, because they had a Yamaha demo truck there. And you know, these demo days, I enjoy going to those and riding different types of motorcycles. Really not too much that Yamaha has that I'm interested in, to be honest with you, but I looked at the list of bikes, and they had the little small cruiser, the Yamaha Bolt, available, and I said, you know what, I think I'd like to ride that motorcycle. So I did, and here's some pictures of it, and all I can show you is these still photographs, because Yamaha, as part of their demo days, they do not allow you to film anything. So if they see a GoPro helmet on your camera, they ask you to take it off. I didn't even have mine on, but you know, I'm not going to buck the rules, so I didn't film the ride, which I really don't understand. You know, come on, Yamaha. I mean, you get people on YouTube like myself filming your bikes on the demo rides and making positive comments. To me, that's a good thing for Yamaha. It's got to outweigh any liability that you might have from somebody filming something you shouldn't be doing. But anyway, you know, I was thinking about a second bike. I'm going to get something smaller, and I'm not in the market right away, but eventually I'll get one. And you know, I'm looking at that type of bike like the Harley Sportster, Indian Scout, Yamaha Bolt, something like that. And so I said, well, this is a good chance to ride this Yamaha Bolt. It's a 942cc air-cooled motor. It's kind of a bobber style look to it. Very nice looking bike, and it was nice. It was very smooth, very powerful. I mean, you know, as small as it is, that 942cc motor, I mean, it would get up and go. And the solo seat was very comfortable. I like that. But the foot pegs were kind of high, and they're in a mid-control type position, which I'm a little bit on the tall side, and it a little bit uncomfortable for me. But you know, it was something I'd probably get used to in a bike like that, and I could always probably move the controls forward if I wanted to. I know you can on the Harley Sportsters. I'm not sure about the Yamaha Bolt. But there was nothing really special about the bike that made me think this would be a bike that I would, you know, that I would want. It had a digital display, nice big speedometer indicator, you know, digital readout. And let me just interrupt myself here for a second. I love this road right here. This is Highway 53. Like I said, west of Dawsonville, and it's got some nice curves and some hills, and I love this road. Anyway, it had a nice big digital display, but it, you know, when I got out into the sun, it was kind of hard to read. And I said, well, this is not good. You know, the LCD portion of this Heritage that I've got, you can read it in bright sunlight, no problem. So I didn't like that. And the speedometer display was pretty big, but you know, the odometer and the clock and things like that were kind of small and hard to read, and then it didn't have a gear indicator on it. So, you know, it was a nice motorcycle. I think it was the $8,000–9,000 range, which is about where I'm going to be when I get one, if I buy something new. I really hope I can find something used a little cheaper. But one of the things I did as I was waiting to, you know, for my turn to ride this bike was looked around the dealership. They had a lot of new bikes and older bikes there, used bikes. You know, I talked about the Harley Sportster and the Indian Scout and this Yamaha Bolt. You know, one other type of bike I might consider, and I say might because it's probably unlikely, but I kind of always liked the Kawasaki Versys, like their 650 model, and the Suzuki V-Stroms. They're kind of an adventure bike, I guess they call it, which is a cross between a road bike and an off-road bike. I don't really tend to, you know, think I'd be going off-road too much, but just kind of a style of a bike that's kind of different from what I've got now. And I'm going to ride some just to see what I think about it. I sat on a Versys 1000 at the dealership, and it's way too big. The 1000 is way too big. If I considered the Versys, it'd be the 650, but it had a really high seat height. I don't know what it was, 32, 33 inches, and I have to tell you, I was, you know, I'm 6 feet tall, and I was having to tiptoe that Versys 1000 to be able to, you know, just in a stop position. And I don't like that feeling on a motorcycle. I know a lot of the people who might be a little vertically challenged may be used to that, but I like to flat-footed. I don't like the feeling of being on my tiptoes. So the sales girl that I was talking to, she said, well, you know, we've got a used Suzuki V-Strom over here. It's a 2016 model. It's a 650cc. I think it's a, you know, once you sit on it, see what you think about that. So I did. Here's a picture of that bike. It was a 2016 650cc V-twin, not the parallel twin like the Kawasaki's are. We got a better sound. And it did have a lower seat height, and it was very comfortable. And, you know, that bike was only $6,000. And she was really trying to get me to ride it. And I said, you know, I'm not looking to buy this bike today, and I don't want to get your hopes up. And Joe, I don't care. She said, if you want to go take it for a ride, take it for a ride. And I only had like 20 minutes or so before my Yamaha ride, so I said, you know, maybe when the Yamaha ride's over, I'll come and ride it. And I decided not to, because honestly, I was afraid I was going to love the bike and buy it. But you know, that's the type of bike I would like. And I went back home last night, looked at some videos, and you know, I don't know. It took me a long time to decide to buy this Heritage. It'll probably take me equally long time to decide what kind of second bike I want to buy. So you just never know. But that was it. It was a pretty nice day yesterday to ride. Even warmer today, and you know, you just can't beat this time of year, and I love it. Spring is here. Baseball's back. What could be better? Got a trip coming up in May to go to West Virginia. Check another state off my motorcycle bucket list for riding. I'm really looking forward to that trip. So this is George, the Rambling Man. Hope everybody has a great week. So long, everybody.